Okay, we got a new changelog for patch number 7, version 0.8.0.1. This was just the update that they had today on February 13th, 2025. Just went live. I just updated the game. It was like 4 gigs or something like that when I downloaded the new update. So let's see what they're talking about. Patch number 7 for Enshrouded has just gone live, and there is a long list of fixes for various game mechanics, including multiplayer. Here are the patch notes. Fixed several crashes and server crashes reported by players. Fixed a crash that could occur when closing the game. Fixed a crash that could occur when using the overgrowth tool. Fixed a crash that could occur when materials became wet by the rain. Shader compilation state is now shown on the title screen. The duration of shader compilations has been reduced while loading the title screen. Fixed graphical issues that could occur in the title screen scene and also partially in the game world. Christmas trees are so last year. What the? Improved the performance of the world map. We know it's been a long time coming. Hope you like the improvement. So I saw a YouTube Shorts video yesterday talking about this world map issue, and that was one of the biggest issues I've noticed, because when I live stream this game, every time I would open the map, it would literally drop the frame rate so bad and cause my encoder to like freak out, and then it would show like stutter even on my live stream. So that's already a huge improvement right there. And I have the game pulled up because I'm live streaming right now as well, and I've tested the map and it actually runs way better, so that's really nice. Let's see, multiplayer. The previous version of the Steam API is now used again while we are investigating reports of lags and stuttery network connections when using the current Steam API version. Increase the range for the UI to indicate when someone is speaking in proximity voice chat. The list of game servers now also includes servers that host a version of the game that is different from the client. In these cases, the version mismatch is displayed in the list. Microphones are disabled by default. Don't forget to enable them in the audio settings if you want to participate in voice chatting. The text chat widget no longer counts one's own messages as unread messages. Text chat messages are no longer hidden when the minimized chat is opened. Fixed an issue that could lead to the number of unread text chat messages being displayed incorrectly. The key for entering the text chat field can now be reconfigured. Okay, that's all for multiplayer. I've never really played multiplayer except for playing on a private world with my own friend. So I never really knew about any of these changes or issues that they're having, but they all look pretty good. Overgrowth and decay. Dude, all these ads on here are crazy, but I couldn't find the official patch notes from Enshrouded yet because it literally just went live. So, but we found an article, and they seem pretty legit. So, adding overgrowth to roof materials is not supported at this time. Attempting this no longer deducts materials, and the game now probably shows that the action is not possible. Okay, added a UI hint guiding towards the overgrowth tool when attempting to use an overgrowth material without the tool. The icon for the decay tool has been improved. Fixed a texture flickering issue on certain types of building blocks, such as the glowing blocks, when adding overgrowth to buildings nearby. Added visual fixes for decayed building blocks. Okay, so nice, because they just added the overgrowth tool in that recent update, so they probably had some issues with it, but it looks like they fixed them. Player bases, building, and NPCs. Fixed an issue that could lead to villagers roaming out of the player base. Get back here, Cade. So this one was a big one as well, because I just literally submitted a bug like the other day, because I noticed that when I would allow my villagers to roam, they would just like disappear and I could never find them. So I had to get the summoning stick and basically resummon them all the time. But then I changed them all to have 0 roaming, and that issue never happened again because they were basically just stuck in the same spot. So it looks like they were able to fix that in this update patch. So That's good to know as well. Which I might actually, when I go back into my game here in a second, I might change their rowing back to like 10 or 30 meters and see if they don't disappear anymore, because I was having that issue a lot. But I'm not gonna lie, having them at 0 meters and just having them in the designated area where I know where they're gonna be every time makes things so much like more efficient. But I do like them roaming around a little bit just to add some more like realism. But we'll test it out and see if that works here in a bit. Uh, Added the option for switching into first-person camera mode to the summoning scepter. Okay. The building tools are now hidden when switching to first-person camera mode. Oh, nice. Improved the responsiveness of the first-person camera so that it doesn't lag behind the player's movement. The snapping mode is now kept when cycling through items in the action bar instead of being reset. Okay. Yeah, because I feel like that happened to me a couple times when I would build and it would like reset. So that's nice. Improved the cursor preview of the rake tool. Its position should now be more readable, especially in bright areas. Yeah, I didn't really like using the rake too much because it felt a little wonky, so maybe that fixed it. Improved UI stability when leaving the player base while building tools are deployed. Reduced flickering of textures when props are overlapping each other. Fixed an issue that caused doors and some other props to be displayed horizontally for a short moment when being picked up. Fixed the brightness of wall lanterns obtainable in the Kindle wastes. Reactivated the recipe for the portcullis prop. I don't even think I know what that is yet. Fixed an issue where pressing any mouse button with the summoning scepter menu opened while walking could cause the player to be stuck in walking mode. Interesting. Tweaked the pathfinding for villagers and player bases. Nice. And then it says more fixes will be added in future updates. That's good to know as well, because I feel like the pathing for the villagers were really wonky too, because they would just walk into like boxes, like the chest or like my forge and like certain stations that I had, and then they would just get stuck, or they would get stuck like in between their bed and stuff, and I always had to like pull them out. So yeah, there's probably a lot of work they need to do on the pathing for the villagers, because that was something they just added as well, so it probably just needs some more tweaks, but they're constantly working on them, so that's good. Fixed an issue with the display of the sheltered state of villagers when viewing them in a different player base. Yeah, I noticed that too. Farm animals no longer produce offspring when there are no free beds available, as was originally intended. Sorry about all the angst created by this population boom. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. That's a good fix too. Fixed sorting issues in the recipe list of the crafting menus. The personal crafting menu has been restructured to allow easier access to the most used recipes. The new building tools have been moved to the essentials section at their respective crafting NPCs. Further sorting improvements are planned for the future. Nice. So they're just constantly making better, or things in the game better, which is what you want to see from a developer. So that's really nice. Because a little side note here, I started playing this game maybe like a week and a half ago, and I used to watch videos of it when it first came out, and the UI already looks so much different from what I've seen back then to now that I get to experience. So yeah, it looks like they're always constantly improving. And then it looks like we have world and quests. So fixed several scenes in the world in which the beds in tents didn't offer the sleep interaction. Not that you'd really want to camp there, would you? Dude, I actually did notice that, because there'd be some camps that I'd get to and there'd be like a bed, and it would be night and I wanted to sleep and it wouldn't let me sleep, so I had to like roam around and find one that would allow me to sleep just so I could make it daytime. So that's good to know. Fixed enemy level and incorrect loot in several caves in the Springlands. I don't think I've noticed that yet. Well, I won't be able to notice it now. Fixed several issues with bumpy terrain or incorrect terrain shapes in the Springlands. Removed tree seedlings from the scenery in Springlands. Tree seedlings should be crafted, not collected from the world. Okay, yeah, because yeah, I would find like random tree seedlings, I'm not gonna lie, when I'd be out collecting stuff. Fixed several map markers not showing up as intended when unlocked. One points to a Cyclops cave in the Albaneve summits, the other to a settlement in the desert. Interesting. Fix the position for world map marker of the new location event honor hall. Introduced in update 5. Restored more areas that were incorrectly covered by shrouds since update 5, such as the Selene Quarry. Interesting. Fixed a bug in the quest journal for the quest ringing in the new year. Updated some cases of wells in the world that didn't give water as intended. Oh yeah, because I've ran into that as well. I would see a well and then I couldn't get any water from it. The intention is that all wells above the shroud are interactive and have water, and all wells in the shroud are barricaded and don't offer fresh water. Who would want to drink that anyway? Yeah, you're right. So that's good. Nice little fix. And then we have a bunch of miscellaneous fixes. Removed potential visual artifacts when switching graphical settings in game. Updated some of the art in the lore section of the journal. Added some missing sounds to the title screen menu in the new social tab in the game menu. Fixed several small sound issues when picking up loot. Improved moving items in the backpack with controllers before the movement of the left stick was sometimes ignored. Interesting. Improved the navigation of the emote wheel when using the mouse. Improved the speed at which the crafting list is shown when switching between tabs. Fixed an issue that could cause a notification message to get stuck at the center of the screen when fast traveling. Fixed an issue that caused code to show up in the find server text field in the join server menu. Fixed several issues with cloth moving incorrectly during dodge rolls and attacks. Yeah, I noticed like my cape or something would be like moving weird. Fixed several visual issues with armor pieces and vanity clothing. That's good. Fixed a visual glitch with armor or vanity items when opening the character menu while crouched and then returning to the game. An incorrect light flickering was removed from skull companions when they moved over deadly shroud material. Fixed an issue with the player's skill shell shock. Previously, it deducted the mana cost from the wrong players in multiplayer. Interesting. Adding fixes to the ice trail VFX when sliding on ice. Visual effects. So that's cool. Polished the visual effects when chopping trees. Huh. Hollow Hall's co-op optimization. Is it messed up right now? I haven't done it recently. I wonder what the visual effects looks like when you're chopping trees now. I'm gonna go try it here in a sec. Scrap arrows are now shown correctly on the bow. Interesting. I use those and I've never really noticed it. Fixed several minor polishing issues for equipment models. Fixed an issue with the gloves of the fluffy vanity outfit. Equipping a shield no longer switches to the wrong glove model. You earned these gloves, damn it. Improved the run animation of the dune armadillos. Also improved the fleeing behavior of untamed dune armadillos. I've never even seen those yet. Fixed instances of animals rotating on the spot. You said in co-op some experience a spike in FPS drop during the summoning of the enemies. Oh, yeah, they might have. I don't know. I haven't seen that in this patch note yet, but I'm just glad they fixed the FPS drop in the menu or the map menu, because that was terrible. What is it? I think we're right here. The path finding of enemies that run towards or follow the player has been improved. Further improvements are planned for future updates. The path finding of enemies that run towards or follow the player has been improved. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, dude, some of these enemies would follow me like so far, and then they would get stuck or like tweak out and can't be able to get to you or something. So it looks like they fixed that. Real just freezing during zoom out is a bit annoying too. Yeah, I just tried it earlier. I got my game up right now. But I just tried the map out, and it feels really good now. Like I don't have any like stutter or FPS drop, so it looks like they fixed it. Let's go back. I just fought the Cyclops again, and he is standing still stuck in the fence. Oh, but it says they still have further improvements or planned for future updates. So they're probably going through like each different like boss or something, or just different enemy types. But an incorrect barrel model was fixed, and by that we mean we put the lid back on. Interesting. That's a small little detail. Fixed an issue where respawning was not possible in certain situations when other actions were bound to the same key. Respawning will now be prioritized in these situations. Interesting. Okay, set the achievements for the Albany Summits region to be unhidden in the Steam client. Alright, I think that's it. The big ones for me was definitely the improvement of the performance of the world map. And then they did fix issues for the villagers roaming out of the player base. Because, yeah, I personally sent a bug report to them about how my villagers would always be disappearing, and then I could never find them. I'd basically have to resummon them all. So that's a good one. And then, yeah, they have a lot of tweaks. A lot of fixes in this patch. So, I mean, that's what you expect to see from the devs at this point with this kind of game. So, all in all, I can say this is a positive. And yeah, I can't say enough good things about this game. It's really taken over my time, which I'm not even mad about. But yeah, good to know. And now we're gonna hop back in the game. So let me switch over from recording because I'm gonna upload this as a YouTube video. But yeah, if you're watching this on the YouTube video, just know that we do live stream this almost every day, primarily on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesdays. So maybe I'll see y'all there.